had the best day. I just feel like today was such a good little day. I got to hang out with some of my friends. And that just like recharges my soul. Is anybody else like that? When you just get to like hang out with your girls, your guys, your good close group of people, and you just get to like hang out. Does that make sense? Like, does that just fill anybody else's cup? It definitely does for mine. I'm undoing my bag. I'm starting to like put my purse in that away. But we had such a good time. For one, we went and had tacos, which tacos, Mexican food, is so good. It's so good. But also too, it was my favorite Mexican place. It's like, it's right by us and it's so close. When we were talking about moving to a different part of town where we were mainly planning on, we were going to be far away, and that was like the one thing that we're like, oh my gosh, not only are we going to be away from our friends, but we're going to be missing our favorite Mexican restaurant. It's so good. We don't go out to eat a lot, but when we do, that is 99% of the time where we go. So it was so good. And then we had a good cocktail at lunch, and then we went across the street and went to go watch the movie. We saw It Ends With Us. It was so good, you guys. I love it. Okay, first of all, can I give you guys one piece of advice that I saw that I did differently than some of my friends? We've all read the book. If you haven't read the book, definitely recommend reading the book because it is very, very good. I have Audible. I'm dyslexic and have ADHD, so sitting down just reading a book might be a little bit more challenging for me. So I do Audible, and it's perfect. I love it. And I love the narration. Some narrations with books will have like two different people, or they'll kind of make it immersive. Also, side note, Harley's just sitting here rolling around, and it is very distracting. Not only is it distracting, it's really loud. His little jangles on his collar make it really loud. And two, it's basically a Saturday night. It's a Monday night because it's a holiday weekend. You guys can hear this. It's just amazing. But we're going back to school tomorrow, so we're trying to get back in the set of things. I want to set myself up for a really good week. This week, I want to go and be so on track. That is my goal. I want to be really productive with work. I want to have all of my other things outside of work. I want my nutrition to be good. But like within reason, like if I want to have like a bowl of ice cream or something like that, or, you know, whatever, I can do that. A second cup of coffee is usually like my guilty pleasure of choice. But I want to have like a very balanced week, a very set myself on track week. I slept horrible last night. Horrible. It was so bad. I don't think I went to bed till almost 3 a.m. And then I normally have to wake up at 5 a.m. and at 6 a.m. to give Harley his medicine, and I slept through it. Not good. So we're trying to like backtrack and get him back on his normal schedule, but it's fine. He'll be fine. But I want to share how I'm doing this. And if you're like, Jeannie, if you can't even get yourself on track, why are you making a video about it? Because I've done this before. Like, I do know what works best for me, and that's why I want to share it, and what makes it successful for me. So that's how I want to share it. I want to get, like I said, back on track with working out, just not senseless scrolling. Can we just have that as like the big part of our week? It's just not worth it. Like, at least for me, like I will lose hours and hours and hours and hours and hours of my day, and it's not worth it. There are way better things that I could be doing if I'm not senseless scrolling. So I want to get myself back on track. To be honest, I haven't worked out all weekend. I did work out a little bit this weekend. I didn't work out yesterday or today, but I've been moving a lot with projects. I do think I want to change into comfier clothes, and I am sneezing. If you guys have watched all of like my past 3-4 videos, I have been sneezing like crazy, especially when I'm trying to talk to you guys. But I am tight. I'm very tight. I have my muscles, my sciatic nerve is really tight. So I'm actually going to go and put on some comfy like yoga clothes. I shouldn't say comfies because I do want to go ahead and put on like some like yoga clothes, like, but in a comfy form, because I am tight. My lower back is tight. Like all of my lower body is really tight. So I want to go and sit in my gym for like 10 minutes and just stretch, because that was my goal, sweater stretch every day. So we're starting the week off right. We're gonna do that. And to be honest, with my job, I'm on my feet and I'm on my hands and I'm doing a little song and dance all day long. So for me, a stretch at the end of the day would be so good. So we're gonna try and do that 3 times this week. If 3 times we could stretch this week, small bites, realistic goals, set yourself up for success. That's the game plan this week. So I'm gonna do that. Stop being so chatty. And also too, I have like cluttery things. I have like little cluttery things all around here that I need to pick up. So we're gonna do that. That's how we're gonna spend the rest of our night. We're not gonna sit on the couch and be lazy and not get things done. You wanna do that, that's fine. For me, I want to set myself up, get my house cleaned up, ready to go. Not that it's a mess, I just have little piles. I'm a spreader, all right? I spread the things. I come home and I set things everywhere. So we're gonna do that, take off all the jewels, get comfy, and go stretch it out, and then really start moving and getting the rest of the week like set up. Kids' snacks are already done. That's something that my husband does. He does the snacks in the water bottles. The kids go and set up their snacks for the entire week, and then they have a bin and they grab their snacks in that, and then we just fill up the water bottles in the morning. But also too, one thing that I do with the kids is I have a bin of it's like 6 cubbies that hangs in their closet, and every day there is an outfit in there. They can just grab from one of the outfits. There's underwear, socks, all the things. My daughter, there's a bow in there. All the things are in there. So I'm gonna go stretch first because that is my priority, because if I don't do it right away, I'm never gonna do it. And then I am going to get the kids' get their clothes and that set up for the week, and then I'm gonna start cleaning up the house. But we're not sitting down, we're not doing any things until it's done. I'm gonna put on my AirPods. The kids are just hanging out, so I don't feel guilty. I could even just put in one and just be productive, get myself on track.
This has to be one of my favorite things about living in this house, is getting to see all of the deer. My husband and kids go out and feed the deer and the birds every day, and we're getting to see them now on a pretty regular basis, and these babies are getting so big. Some of them have already lost their spots, and it makes me so sad, but I love getting to watch them grow. Stretching has been something that I never make a priority, and I really have to, because I felt so good when I was done, and I literally watched like a 10-minute video. I just stretched out. I mainly focused on my tension areas, and it helped so much. I needed to get my kids' clothes together before they went off to bed. So I started with my son because his clothes are in his closet. But then for my daughter, I went in her room, grabbed all the things, and she actually gets ready downstairs in our guest bedroom and in our guest bathroom. It's just easier. They have their own separate spaces then, so I keep her clothes in here. I do grab a couple extra outfits just because sometimes she's a hot mess express, and I want to just make sure if she gets dirty or something like that, she has some extra clothes in there that she just knows to grab, and I don't have to go upstairs to go find an outfit for her. I love giving a kitchen a fresh restart. I love having everything put away, but then getting to have fresh, clean countertops. There's nothing like it. I love it so much. I try to do this every night. I don't always make it a priority because sometimes I do get tired, but it is very important for my husband and I to just have a fresh, clean start to the day. And that means cleaning the kitchen, fluffing the pillows, making sure everything is putting away so we're not walking into the room every morning and it's just a mess. I do want to touch up all the hard work that I put into all of the decorating. I love all the fall decorations. I feel like it has totally changed the house, so I just wanted to spruce these back up and put them back in their place. I love a dimmer switch. My husband just put in a bunch of dimmer switches in the house. It's just like a nice turn down. It's just so cozy. I do some work at the end of the night, so I needed to shut down my computer, make sure everything that needed to be done for the morning is done and put away. I had a couple things in my closet that I needed to organize. We're getting ready to go on our Salem trip here in just a few weeks, and I'm so excited. I also make it a priority to set out my pajamas for the night along with my workout clothes for the next morning. So as soon as I get up in the morning, that is the first thing I do. You guys know me, I'm always trying different products, and the current makeup remover that I have right now, I am not in love with, so I don't think I'll be sharing it. But I like to start sitting down, my winding down time. This is usually a time where it's like my last call for any social media, but then I also make sure that my phone does not come in the room with us. I always start with a good cleanser, and I have to tell you guys, with how much hyperpigmentation and melasma I've had, this cleanser is a game changer. It's just by CeraVe. Everything I'm using I will link down below. But then any days that I wear makeup, I actually use this Laneige cleanser, and it is my favorite cleanser of all time for the simple fact that it cleans my face so well. Like, I feel like I get the strongest clean from this cleanser. I actually let this sit on my face almost like a mask anytime I use it, and while I'm letting it kind of dry and set in, I go ahead and get all of my vitamins and my nasal spray ready to go. low. So right before I jump into bed for the night, I go ahead and take my vitamins and my nasal spray. I also have a diffuser that I love using lavender. Listen, it's just a little luxury touch that I love. It's very spa-like. I don't know if it really helps me sleep, but it really gets me in that cozy mood, and I really, really love it. And this diffuser is so pretty. It also changes colors, but I don't typically have the lights on at night. So right before I go to bed, I turn the color changing lights off. But typically once this is all done, I'm able to go and rinse off that cleanser. Then I go in with my CeraVe serum. It's helped a lot with my hyperpigmentation. I've also tried to give each step its own time to dry. So while I'm letting my serum dry, I go ahead and do my neck cream. This moisturizer, I will say it is very effective, but it's not as pillowy as the Laneige one that I used to love for so many years, but it is working really, really well for my skin. The one thing I forgot to show you guys because I was in the middle of sneezing is my under eye cream. It's a new one that I've been trying. I'm almost halfway through and I do really like it. It doesn't seem as heavy as a lot of other eye creams, and we always finish it up with a Laneige lip mask. I don't think I will ever get this out of my skincare routine. I even have it in my car. I tend to use it all the time, but it's so nice. I like to leave a little light on in my bathroom, and this is a battery operated light bulb and it changes colors. It has a timer. I really like this. And then of course my sunrise alarm clock. This is a staple for me. If you have a hard time going to bed, getting up in the morning, this is a really good staple because it mimics the sun. And what I do is I actually have it set for the last 30 minutes. The sun will be up and then it goes to a sunset, and it actually gives you natural melatonins to help you fall asleep. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys did enjoy the video, do me a favor and give it a big thumbs up. Hit that subscribe, turn that notification bell on, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.